Okay, you guys, I need to plan this better, but as per usual, I'm giving you an update from my car. I'm actually on my way to Maria. We're gonna hang out. I just finished with some work. I finished with a client, and I'm gonna go to Maria. But this morning when I was working out, I was like reflecting and thinking a lot about my morning routine and my routines lately, and what is and what isn't working and so on. And one thing that I do feel is that procrastination is such time waster, which you probably know, but I feel like I've been procrastinating a lot. I don't know if it's like, I find it hard sometimes to know when you procrastinate or when you're trying but you're not getting anywhere. And I feel like that, like, the difference between the two is kind of like there's a fine line between when you are actually procrastinating and when you are not just trying to get somewhere but you're not getting there. Anyhow, but what I've been feeling is that I need to work even more on like habit stacking, as they talk about in Atomic Habits, and make sure that I create even more routines and habits that like takes me towards my goals and where I want to go. I've been talking a lot with Ida lately, and she's really been encouraging me a lot, which has been really helpful and so encouraging, because I find her so inspirational, and she's so good at like doing YouTube videos and posting on Instagram and so on. And she asked me a really interesting question. She was like, but first of all, do you post because you feel like you have to post, or do you post on Instagram because you want to post? And why do you post things that you post? So what I realized is that I do want to post because I want to make an impact in the world, and I want to spread like healthy habits. I want to spread happiness, motivation, inspiration. I want people to be more active, be more healthy, and love their life. I want everyone to be more like you. Like, I want you to be your unique self and do things that you like and that light you up. And yeah, I just want to spread more happiness to the world. That's my mission. So I just want to do more of that because it makes me happy. So what I'm going to do is create even more systems in my days in order to do more of those things. So I want to make sure that I get a solid morning routine that I like. I do know that I like to go to the gym in the morning, and I was thinking about mixing that up and try afternoons. But as of right now, I feel like mornings, that's my time. And then I just need to see how I can create better habits throughout the day and later in the day, because I feel like I'm crashing later in the day, and that's why I wanted to see if I could switch it around. So I did more work in the morning and worked out in the afternoon. But I'm gonna see if there's actually, it might be some like routines and habits that I can incorporate in order to stay more active or stay more productive, I mean, even later in the day. And I also read something super interesting, which was the rule of 10, 3, 2, 1, 0, where 10 is don't drink any caffeine 10 hours before bedtime. 3 is don't eat anything or drink any like caloric beverages 3 hours before bedtime. And then 2 hours before bedtime was stop working, and 1 hour before bedtime was no screen time. So no TV, no phone, no nothing like that. So, and then 0 is no snoozing in the morning, so just get up. Don't waste any time snoozing. So that's something that I'm going to incorporate this coming week and see how I feel and how it's going to help me. I feel like if I knew that I had a cutoff time, because usually I work until I go to bed, which is probably not the best thing in the world.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto South La Brea Avenue.
Cutoff time of like here after this time, which is 2 hours before I go to bed. So 6 p.m. I'm not gonna work anymore. And then 7 p.m. I turn off my phone and all that. So I instead can do some reading or some journaling or
at the light, turn left onto South La Brea Avenue.
Or something like that. So that's something that I'm gonna try this coming week, and I'm super excited about it. And I would love for you to join as well and see how you feel about that. That are some of my Saturday reflections and thoughts. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I have been thinking about this past week. Okay, so one thing that I do want to go deeper into as well, which I feel like I personally have down as my morning routine, because I love mornings personally. I like to get up between 4 and 5 a.m. And I know it's a little crazy, but I do like mornings because I feel like I'm ahead of the entire world, which is nice. Not the entire world, but where I live, because I'm awake early and no one else is up at that time, which is nice. And I like to go to the gym in the morning. So usually what happens is that my alarm goes off. I sometimes even wake up before my alarm, which is the best. And then I get up, I drink a big glass of water in order to hydrate after the night of sleep. And I
continue on South La Brea Avenue for half a mile.
Some element tea. And then after that I do my morning jumps. I jump up and down 50 times, and then I do core swings where I actually just like rotate my upper body and let my arms swing to the sides. I do 30 totals of 15 each side, and I do it 1 or 2 times, sometimes 3, depending on how I feel. So that just wakes up my body and wakes up my lymphatic system, and I just feel like I'm ready for the day. And after that I just like pack my bags, I get ready, drink some coffee, usually First Sigmatic, and then I head to the gym and I do my hour of lifting 5 days a week, 4 days a week sometimes. It depends on how busy I am, but between 4 and 5 days. And then I do cardio, and depending on if it's the sun is up or not, I do it either on a treadmill or outside. I do really prefer getting out in the sun if I can. I walk in the sun as I post.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Edgewood Place.
Just the best, because there's so many benefits to being in the sunlight when the sun is rising. It really helps your the body's natural rhythm.
Turn right onto Edgewood Place.
So that's something I would highly recommend. But yeah, that's pretty much my morning routine, and I love it. I just need to get better at my evening routine as well. I actually forgot one thing. I tend to try to journal.
Continue for half a mile.
Like 5 minutes. I try to journal every morning as well. That's my routine in the morning, and I'm gonna get better at my evening routine as well. And I'm gonna share with you next week, and also share how the 10, 3, 2, 1, 0 went. And yeah, I'm super excited. Okay, I actually have one more thing to share that I've been thinking about this week, and I also spoke to Therese about. It's when it comes to willpower. So I know myself, and I can't have things that I crave or that I really like at home. I can't have a ton of snacks and stuff, so I decide to not keep it at home. And I know a lot of people struggle with like overeating or snacking too much, and it might actually be because you have the snacks at home. So instead I tend to just buy whatever snack I can fit into my macros for the specific day when I'm gonna eat it. Because if I have it at home, I just know myself, I'm gonna eat it all. And what we talked about with willpower is, yeah, sure, you can train yourself to be able to have it at home and not eat all of it. But like humans have a specific amount of willpower that they can use each day, if that makes sense. So because of that, I just, in my opinion, for me personally, it's not worth, like, for me spending my willpower on having foods that I don't want to eat, because it's not going to get me to my goal at home. So instead, I tend to not have it at home, and I just buy it whenever I want to eat it. I mean, it's easier, you save some money, and yeah, why try or test yourself if you don't have to? That's my opinion on it. So if you feel like you're snacking too much, my best advice would be don't keep it at home. Just buy the snack whenever you feel like you actually want that snack or a treat.